Hi guys! So I'm here today to make some artist trading cards, and I even have a little prototype that I've already made. I always forget to turn my light on. There we go. So yeah, this is for a swap. I have a local art group that I do swaps with, and this month's theme for our artist trading cards is just botanical, easy. So I've already made this one and I've got all my materials out. So I'm going to show you how I made it. And you could make this, you could scale it up a little for journal cards, or a pocket, or, you could make it a card, like a greeting card, all kinds of stuff. So I will just go through the steps and show you all the stuff that I need to do, but let me tell you what I've got out here. So first I just have a couple layers of card. This is just like regular cardstock. This is junk mail cut up into 2.5 by 3.5 size, which is the artist trading card size. And then, so those are glued together to make it a little sturdier. Then I've got some tissue paper. Well, he calls it collage paper, whatever. But it's got birds and some botanicals on it, some plant life. So I'm going to use that. And then I did put music on the back side just because I wanted to put something on the back. I always want to put something interesting on the back. So I love music, so music paper, I mean. So that's what I put on the back. And then you can probably tell that it's embossed at that stage. So I used, where are you? There it is. I used this embossing plate or folder. I guess it's a folder. From Doris. I don't remember what it was called, but it's just got flowers on it. And it's going to fit about 2 of these, so that's nice. And then I'll, at the stage where I've glued the paper on both sides, the tissue paper on this side, the music paper on the back, then I'll run it through my Big Shot to get it embossed. And then I will use some distress inks to color some of the raised bits. So that'll be fun. And then I have some plant life, which I've cut out of, let's see if I have the book. Yes. This fabulous book, A Victorian Flower Album by Henry Terry. And it's got these wonderful huge pages with all kinds of different plant life. So I've just been cutting pieces out, and they're nice thick pages, so that's cool. So that works nice on this surface to have a sturdy little piece on top there. And then I put triple thick on top of that, just on the flower bits, and made it shiny and dimensional. And I think, oh yeah, and then I put eyelets in the top there, on the edge, so that you could hang it. I might put a little piece of wire in it just for funsies that people can take out if they don't want it, or they can hang it on their wall if they do want it there. So, and then I used my Stabilo All pencil to go around the flower just to make it sort of pop off the page a little more so it doesn't get lost in the background. And I think that's about it. So let's get started. So I hope everyone is doing well. I know it's a weird time in the world right now, rather scary, especially for people in the Ukraine. My heart goes out to them. But I'm happy to be here crafting with you guys. I have not been able to do it for the last couple of days because I've been sick. I have a condition called esophagitis. There's another word in front of it. I forget what it is. But anyway, it makes it really unpleasant to eat. Well, not to eat. It's after eating that it happens. I get horrible pain from heartburn, and then I can't lay down. I can't get comfortable because I'm in so much pain. And so that was Monday night, and I couldn't get to sleep all night. It was awful. And then Tuesday I had a migraine pretty much all day. But today's Wednesday. Today's another day. And so far I feel good. So I thought, hey, I'm going to get crafting while I'm feeling it. I just have to kind of go with the flow, and some days I can't do anything. Watched a bunch of videos. That was fun. It was distracting nicely. So I'm just gluing these two layers together. And using, okay, I didn't totally line that up. Probably close enough though. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'll just shave off that edge and that edge. Or maybe I'll just cover them. I'll just cover them. Because I don't think this one is cut to the exact right size, not the other one. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so it's not perfectly lined up. That's okay. Don't panic. So I think I'll just go through, let's go through two of them totally to show you. Just so we have a little contrast. So if you don't have this tissue paper, you could use, a napkin. That would be cool. There's lots of napkins that have fun designs on them. Where is my... Okay. And I'm not going to use that glue. It's going to be too messy. I'm going to use my glue stick for the birdies. Let's see. So I find the easiest way to do this is put the glue on the paper, on the card, and then stick the tissue down on top of it and trim it after you got it stuck down. As opposed to trying to cut the perfect size piece and then align it. Okay. Unroll it a little. There's a spot that I want. That's about right there. And I'm not worried about wasting any of this, because the part that I trim off I will definitely use like in collage. It will not go to waste. Instead of using a scissors, because it's so thin, it's a little hard to cut, as you saw when I just cut up that small piece. So it would be a little gentle cutting this. Maybe I should just tear it. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. So I sort of pre-cut it with the blade. Let's see if I can just tear this piece. Okay, that worked. Yay. Alright, that one's covered on the front. See if this will work. So we have 1.5 birds on there. I do also have, oh, I have 2 other ones. Maybe I'll use the roses on the other one. Where did the container go? Ah, okay. Right in front of me. Alright, well, we might as well put the back on this one, and it doesn't matter which side I glue it on because it's double-sided. I could use art glitter glue on this side, but I'm gonna try just really putting a lot of glue with the glue stick. I should be able to cut this. Now there is some blank space on here, but I can use that to write my details because I haven't done that. I didn't do that on the other one. Yeah, and I should probably do it before I emboss it. Unlike that one. So I just need a pen. So I just wrote my group's name, which is Artichokes, and Botanicals, which is the theme, and then my name and date. That's what you usually put on these, just a few details, so people can remember when they get the card, when they look back at it in their album, of which I have many. And they're really fun to look through after you get a collection of them, you know. I've been doing these for at least 15 years, probably 20. And I still like doing them. Probably because they're small. I really like artist trading cards. They're small, they're not intimidating. You can use anything on them. Mixed media, drawing, painting, collaging. Really, the sky's the limit. And it's just this fun little canvas. And you know how I like tiny things. Okay, that one's ready. Let's get this one ready with, where did it go? Here, the rose paper. Now this one is pretty busy, but I figure I can put one of my less busy or skinnier flowers onto it, you know, like that. Okay. Now, I've got this and this. I am not going to put the tissue paper on this side because you can see through it, and I don't want that. So I'm going to put it on the white side, and I purposely chose this lighter colored paper so that you would be able to see lots of details on the tissue paper. Slather it with glue stick. It's pretty good slathering. And there we go. Okay. So you might have noticed another jingle sound. That's my bracelet. It's not Christmassy. I like wearing it any time of year because it makes a nice jingle sound. So we've got the wind chime in the background and the bracelet on my arm. Very jingly. Okay. Over there. Now we need the music. Okay. So I'm not worried about putting the music paper on this side because it is opaque. You cannot see through it. Let's see which way. Which side do I want? I think that side. And actually, why don't we make a third one, and then I can use this paper, and we'll see how we like each one of them. It's really pretty. I haven't used this at all yet. It's definitely botanical. Blue page, blue stick. have used some of it. It looks like it's been cut. I'm going to try and get like some of this and some of that. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to use the embosser. I'm just thinking which, okay, this is the top because it's got the name on it. And then I always have to look at, it's a good thing the directions are on here. Okay, looks like I just need this one, not this. So this is the one we're doing. 3D textured impressions, and just, it looks like a folder just like this. So then we only need one plate. It doesn't really matter which plate, but I'll use the one that's really messed up. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so we can fit 2 in here. We'll do the birdie last. And I just want to make sure that I have right sides up on both the card and the embossing folder so that I get the raised surface on the right side, on the top. Maybe put a little space between them. I don't know if that matters. Okay. And we just crank it through. Can you see that? I mean, it doesn't really, probably doesn't matter if you can see this, but I'll just make sure you can anyway. Okay, that's obviously not enough. I'm going to try both plates. Yeah, that's right. That feels like enough pressure. Oh yeah. Okay, see? There's the back. And here's the front. That looks really cool. Okay, one more. Ta-da! That looks really cool. Okay, so we're done with this. So now we can do some coloring. think I found that these work better because I've got both. You know, this is more, well, sponge-like because it's a sponge, or this is a brush. But this is more like getting edges and making a very subtle gradations of color. So that's not really what I'm going for. I want the stuff that's sticking up to have color. That's really what I'm trying to do. So I'll take both my little thingies, and I think I want to use pink. Well, I'm trying to think, did I try and match? You know, I could decide like what flower I'm going to use on the card, and then use a color according to how I want that to contrast or whatever. Or I could just do it and not think about that step. I think I'll just do that because this is too hard. Too many variables. Okay, so now I just kind of look at the embossing and try and find spots that I want to highlight. Like right there. That's part of the flower. See how that's working? It's working pretty well, really. It's not getting on the unembossed surface. As long as I don't really press it down, if I just have a light touch, it works pretty well. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this one. So I'll do kind of the stems and leaves. Oh, that looks like another bud. Yeah. Okay. And this doesn't have to be perfect, you know, it's just a little more interesting with a little color on it. I can see there's these berries up here. You guys see where I'm holding that? Yeah, okay. Some more flowers. And really, if you can't tell, you know, where the flowers are and where the greenery is, just put a little here, a little there. It'll still look neat. Right? That looks cool. I think it does. probably enough for that one. Let me get the next two. Of course, if you didn't have tissue paper or napkins, but if you do have an embossing folder and a big shot, I think this would look cool even with a blank piece of paper and inking the embossed spots. I should try that, see what it looks like. Okay, so now we choose flowers. So I have a bunch of flowers. Oh, I've got a pink one. That would look really cool. Let's see if we can do a purple, maybe purple there with the birds. That kind of gets lost. Could do that. It's very busy. Let's see. That gets lost. I like this one. I just don't know. I think I'll go for this one, but I'll cut more of this out. So could go for that. Nah. Okay. So I need this. Okay, I think I like that a lot better. Excuse me. So now we can glue these on, and we will use our glitter glue for this. So these are all a little bit big for the cards, the flowers are, so I am trimming them, but I'm waiting until after I glue the flower on and see where it sticks out to trim it. It's much easier to do that than trim it first and then fit it exactly where you wanted it. Especially when you're using art glitter glue and once you put it down, it's not coming back up. And I'm only trimming a teeny bit on that one. Okay, that looks great. I love it. I think I might like this one the best. I really like the contrast of the black and white with the color flower. I might not, well, I was going to say I might not need the pencil around it, but we'll see. Just going to put that right in the middle. I could use some more. So this is actually something I got at the thrift store for $5, which was such a good deal. And they're the nice eyelets that don't split. So I think I'll put silver on that one. I'll do one on this one. Oh, I do have red. Let's do red. And this one. Let's do this color. Okay. And this is something I've been actually using, which I wasn't using when I first got this. This little doohickey here, it's got measurements. I don't really use the measurements, but I use it to, when I'm doing two holes and I want them to line up, you know, I can do, whoops, wrong end. I can figure out like how far in do I want the hole, maybe a little closer to the edge. And you can, you know, you can move this. So I'm going to put this right in the corner. I'm going to line up the edge of this metal part, the part that's punching a hole. Excuse my glue bits. Okay. Line up the part, the edge of the card with the edge of the metal, and then just I'm pushing the card in until it hits this. Okay. There. And then I can go over on this side actually, let's do it this way. Do the same thing. Line up the edge of the card with the edge of the middle. And now they look pretty even, you know, as far as how far in that way and how far from the top edge and how far from the side edge. They should both be the same or close to it. So that's kind of a nice feature that has that you can use. No, I want the top on the front. Perfect. Yeah. Wow, that looks good. Okay. Like I said, those are the nice eyelets that don't split on the back. That's a good spot. I'll do that again. Last one. Alright, now the only step left is for me to put the triple thick on. So, it's actually, I want to get it like closer up to my face so I can really see what I'm doing without leaning way over. So I'm just going to stack up a couple things. And then I've got toothpicks to apply this. I've only used this a couple of times, but I really like it. It dries faster and sets faster than the Diamond Glaze. It's kind of easier to work with. You know, I can put it on my toothpick like honey and kind of not twirl it, but just since it's thicker, it's easier to move some of it from the jar to the, yeah, actually I can twirl it. What do you know? Twirl it like honey on a knife. I don't know if you've ever done that, but my dad taught me to do that. When he was putting honey on his biscuits. That sounds really good, honey and butter on biscuits. doesn't it? But I can't eat gluten anymore, so they would be modified biscuits. Okay, so I'm just kind of moving it into the place I want. And it stays pretty well where you put it. Ooh, that might be too much. No. I should probably put the lid on while I'm spreading it out. Yeah, see, it's already starting to set, so that'd be kind of quick. I think that's probably enough on that one. Kind of wish I didn't do the buds there and just did the pink flowers, but it's alright. It'll still look good. Okay, so set that one aside and grab another one. Yeah, so it's probably good to decide before you start working on it where you want the triple thick. And this one, if I just do the flowers, I feel like that's not enough. It won't cover very much, so I think I'm going to do the greenery too. And just not the brown stem. I really should have started working on that one. I think that's enough on that one. Yeah. It kind of collects on the toothpick and just becomes a blob. This is a really fun one to do because it's got all these individual buds. Cool. Yay! I think that's it. Oh, I missed one up top. Just a little one. Okay, I think that's it. And then I'll just put, I'll either come back at the end and show you how they came out. I'll probably do that. So I'll see you in a minute when they're dry. Okay, so this is actually a few days later and they're all dry, and I've actually added the Stabilo all black pencil around the outline of the flower, and then you know, got some water and kind of blended it in a little bit. So that's what that one looks like, and I feel like it looks a little paler, like the purple is not as bright as it was, and I'm not sure what to think about that. If the triple thick affected the colors on the paper, I wouldn't think so. I don't know. That's kind of odd. So that's the purple one, and here we've got the yellow one, and finally the pink one against the black and white. And I did actually add some more background ink on this one because I felt like it was just too black and white. There wasn't enough color. It was really stark looking. So yep, so I added a little more color, and that's the final result. So I'm pretty happy with those. I'm finishing the rest of my cards because I have to make 8, and I now have 4. So I will let you know if I have a different result, because I used some paper that was a digital printout as opposed to a book page, which I think all of these are book page, and they were really thick paper. Anyway, there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that. I have fun making them, so thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll just see you in the next video.